My name is Joseph Totoli, and I'm creating this video to talk to you today about the data analytics job that I'm applying for. Now what we're going to get into is, the first thing we're going to talk about is the job market as far as data analytics goes. I'm going to talk about a couple entry jobs. Then I'm going to talk about the main job that I'm highlighting and the one I'm applying for. We're going to talk about the job qualifications, how I stack up against those qualifications, and ultimately my resume. So let's get going. So what you're seeing here is the current job market. The three jobs that I chose to highlight are one from Pando Pooling, MLB Advanced Media, and TrackMan in their Cape Cod affiliate. All three jobs are in their data science and analytics department, but with MLB Advanced Media and TrackMan, those two are internships. A lot of the time in baseball, you can't get a full-time position right out of the gate. You have to go through their internship route. So those two are viable options, but the one I'm choosing to highlight is Pando Pooling. We'll talk a little bit about them later, but the basic qualifications for all three jobs are having strong computer skills as far as programming and data collection goes. All three require some sort of experience in those areas too. As far as education, a mathematics degree, which I will have, will suffice for these three jobs. And pay, the two internships, they offer you a living stipend, although they don't pay you a complete salary outright. And Pando Pooling, since it is a full-time position, they do give you a full-time salary. Now a little about Pando Pooling, what they do, and the services they provide. So the way Major League Baseball works is you have a farm system that is affiliated with the Major League team. Now in that farm system, and really all the farm systems combined, form minor league baseball. And those minor league players are typically very underpaid. And a lot of them don't get a shot at getting a big time paycheck that you would in the major leagues. Now what Pando does is it's kind of an insurance policy for those players. So what they do is, say you're a Pando client, they put you with a pool of players that are based on your own talent level and prospects of making the major leagues. And where the data analytics job comes in is that job is for predicting player development and projecting their future to determine their potential earnings. So when that player is in the pool, if one of those players that is in that pool makes the big leagues and gets that big time contract, Pando takes a portion of that money and divvies it up between the other players in the pool. That way, the other minor league players get a cut of like a major league salary, even though they may not get the opportunity to play Major League Baseball. Which I find is a great idea, and I love the concept, and I'd love to be able to help out minor league players kind of get what they deserve. Now, a bit about what the job and qualifications are. You can see them here. And next slide, I'll be talking more in depth about what they are. So as you can see, these are the qualifications, and this is how I stack up against them. So the first requirement, rather, requires you to have 1+ years of experience in a data science role. This summer, I'll be interning with the Gateway Grizzlies as a member of their analytics department. So there I will gain that valuable experience that they are looking for. The next requirement being a sports fan and just general baseball fan with some connections. I'm a current Division I baseball player. I attended some various conferences and really began to network within baseball. A degree in mathematics, statistics, and computer science. In spring of 2020, I will graduate with a degree in mathematics, so that one is covered. Experience working in R and Python. In my analytics that I do freelance, I use both of those programming languages. A strong data science background. I gather and clean my own data, which has allowed me to gain that experience with excellent communication skills. I also have coaching experience, and I have experience relaying information and knowledge about a subject to a group of people that really don't share that same knowledge level. So I have experience in bridging that gap, per se. And comfortable in a fast-paced environment. college athletics has really taught me how to be comfortable in an environment that is ever-changing and sometimes very hectic. Now, a bit about my resume. So, down at the bottom, I just want to highlight first, is a link to my website. That's where I post all my analytics. And I just wanted to highlight that first. But let's go into education. Out of high school, I went to Washington University to major in mathematics and statistics. But baseball has taken me elsewhere. It's taken me down here to Southern University in Baton Rouge. And here I'm also majoring in mathematics with physics as well. Now going into my said skills, I am proficient in R and Python. I collect my own data. I am a good writer, and I count mathematics as one of my skills. And I'll get into all of those in my work experience, which is right now. So the first thing I want to point out is I wrote, at my time at WashU, I wrote for cardsblog.com, which was kind of a news site for baseball that was centered around the Cardinals. That's where I first learned to write about baseball well. And my job there was I gathered information about a topic and developed a kind of unique perspective about it and relayed that information to our readers. Kind of a similar vein, but when I went down to Southern, I wasn't able to write for Cardsblog anymore, so I decided to start my own website for more analytical pieces. I call that Between the Lines. That's where I post all my research, and I design research projects and follow through with that research using programming languages and data mining tools, along with websites such as baseballreference.com and Fangraphs, along with Baseball Savant. And I take all that data and I try to see what's going on, try to paint a picture. Then I write a report about it and post it on my website. And as I said, the link to that website is below in my resume. I'll also put a link in the description of this video. Now next, this summer, I will be interning for the Gateway Grizzlies in their analytics department. It's a fairly new department, so at the moment everybody's kind of doing everything. So I'll just be there to kind of help out, but I'll be gathering information, I'll be analyzing said information to try to help with player development and player acquisition on those ends of things. Now that kind of sums up my work experience in baseball, so moving on to awards and honors. So this spring, back in March, I was very happy to receive the honor of going to the Sabre Analytics Conference down in Phoenix, Arizona, as a member of the Major League Baseball's diversity group. And there I was able to network with a lot of top-ranking MLB executives and really kind of pick their brains about baseball a little bit and how to best do this analytics job. Now moving on, tonight actually, prior to recording this video, Southern University's athletic department hosted an award show where I was awarded with the highest GPA for the year. I was very honored. I didn't expect to win the award, and since it was tonight, I didn't have time to put it in my resume, but I just wanted to throw in there that I received that award too. And if you don't believe me, there it is. But that about does it for me. As I said, the link to my website is below in my resume and in the description of this video. Please check out that website. Give me any feedback that you can. Or if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and have a nice day.